Good morning, class 9 students. In continuation with the chapter Digestive System. Students, in my previous lecture, I have explained about how the diagram of alimentary canal and how the each and every organ is situated in the alimentary canal and what role it plays in digestion process. So today we'll cover up the topic the small intestine. Students, you all know that food stored in the stomach for 2-3 hours, after 2-3 hours it goes into the small intestine only. The small intestine is a tube about 7 meter long and 2.5 centimeter wide. It is coiled and folded in the abdomen as you have seen in the diagram. The small intestine is mainly divided into three parts: duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. Duodenum is the first part, it is the upper part, and it is 12 finger breadth in length, and the common bile duct opens into duodenum only. The jejunum, the next short part of about 2 meter long is jejunum, and mostly it is empty. After death, when the postmortem is done, the scientists revealed that jejunum remains empty only. Okay, and ileum, the last part, that is ileum, is 4 meter long, and it helps in rolling of the food. Okay, now the inner part of the ileum is produced into the great number of villi. What is villi? Like this it is structure, whole intestinal wall like this, it is villi are present on the intestinal wall of ileum. These finger-like projections are called as villi. The villi enormously increases the surface area of the intestine to enhance absorption of the digestive food. When you will see the microscopic structure of the intestinal villi, what you will found that it is made up of single cell, which is known as epithelium, and small capillaries are found inside this villi, which is known as lacteal, and small capillaries and veins which supplies blood to the villi. Villi facilitates the absorption of digestive food. Between the villi are small holes which receives the intestinal juices secreted by the glands. Each villi is covered by a single cell which is known as epithelium, as you can see. So this was the structure of the villi, and always remember the villi are present on the in the inner wall of the ileum. The inner wall of the intestinal ileum folds and forms the villi, which increases the area about 8 times, and it helps in absorption. So what will be the function of the small intestine? Always remember, small intestine serves both for digestion also and absorption also. And the small intestine duodenum part receives two main digestive juices. That is, first one is bile and the second one is pancreatic juice. The bile is produced in the liver and secreted by gallbladder. Okay, bile is produced in the liver, sorry students, and stored in gallbladder, students. And pancreatic juice is secreted by pancreas. So what will be the work of the ileum for absorption of the food? See students, ileum is very long, and they provide surface area for the absorption. The villi increases the surface area, and it is narrow for slow movement of the food, allowing absorption. So ileum mainly helps in absorption of the food. Okay students, I hope it is clear. The small intestine mainly divided into duodenum, jejunum, ileum, all the length and all you have to learn. And small intestine mainly receives the two juices, that is bile and pancreatic juice. So we will study about bile. Students, as you can see here, this diagram, bile is a yellowish green watery fluid produced in the liver. It will be produced in the liver, which is transported through the hepatic duct. See students, when in liver bile will be produced and it will be transported from this hepatic duct, and these two hepatic ducts will further form into the common bile duct, which will open into the duodenum, which is a part of small intestine. So when the liver will produce bile, it will go from the hepatic duct, and for some time temporarily it is stored in this gallbladder. Okay, and from the gallbladder duct is known as cystic duct, which will also combines with the common bile duct, and after some time this bile will goes into the duodenum, which is the part of the small intestine. As you can see here, just beneath the duodenum is leaf like structure, which is known as pancreas, and pancreatic juice is secreted by this pancreas, which will go into duodenum also from this pancreatic duct. Okay, so like this, from both the accessory glands, this small intestine receives two juices, that is bile and pancreatic juice. As I have told you, bile is yellowish green watery like substance produced in the liver. It is important students where it is produced, so always remember in liver. And the bile may flow directly into the duodenum, or generally happens stores in the gallbladder. Always remember, very important point, that the color of the bile is yellow due to the presence of bilirubin and biliverdin substances, which is formed by the breakdown of the dead and worn out cells of RBC. The bile also contains sodium bicarbonate. The question may be asked that which substance is found, which element is found in the bile. So you have to write sodium bicarbonate, which neutralizes the acidic food and makes them into alkaline, so that the absorption of the food may be easier. Now the bile salts reduces the surface tension of fats and break them into tiny droplets. So after acting of bile, the fat is converted into emulsified fat and acidic chyme. The chyme, I have told you, the food which was in the stomach for 2-3 hours, that was acidic, and when the various gastric juices acted upon it, then it converted into alkaline. So that acidic chyme, when the bile and sodium carbonate will act on this acidic chyme, it will convert into alkaline chyme. So students, this you have to remember straightly. The question will be asked like this, that for fat is after acting upon bile on fats, what happens, so, or what it is formed. So you have to write emulsified fat like this. Straightly you have to remember this, students. Now I have also told you that pancreatic juice. I have told that pancreatic juice is secreted by the pancreas. This is produced in a whitish gland, pancreas, located behind the stomach. As I have told you in the diagram, the pancreatic ducts opens into the duodenum. I have explained by the pancreatic duct. These three kinds of enzymes are present in pancreatic juice, that is amylopsin, trypsin and steapsin. Students, very important it is that after trypsinogen, antochirinase enzymes acts and it is converted into trypsin. So this you have to learn, students. It's very important, and questions will be asked from this only. So straightly you have to learn it, and today you will do this only. You have to learn this. Amylopsin is three enzymes are present in pancreatic juice, which digest leftover starch into maltose. What does trypsin do? Trypsin acts on the remaining proteins and polypeptides. Trypsin is first secreted as inactive trypsinogen, which is activated to trypsin by an enzyme called as enterokinase. See, trypsinogen is firstly inactive. When enterokinase enzyme will act on this, then it will be converted into trypsin, that is active one, and stearin, which acts as emulsified fats to split them into fatty acids and glycerol. So students, today what you will do, you will learn all these enzymes and what enzymes acts on what and what it is converted, what is the product formed. So this you have to learn, students, straightly. I hope it is clear to you all, students. This one, intestinal juice contains peptidases, remaining peptides. All these chart you have to study today and learn for exam point of view. And in my next lecture, I will continue with the topic the large intestine and assimilation of food. So before that, students, you start learning all these enzymes and what it happens. It's very, very important, and many times in the class also I have told you all to learn it. So do it, students. Thank you very much.